All right, that's what we said. Last stream we talked, if it didn't come down here, we would need a break above the confirmation candle. This right here, we got it. So there's our confirmation. Our retest was here, coming down. So kind of in the same area. Our rebreak just happened right here. And now the idea would be a 1.25 target. Back behind the retest candle. So if this is it here, then it would be right here. And we're looking for, which coincides with what we wanted to see originally, this area, this last up down move should be here. And that kind of coincides with just under. I don't believe in targeting new lows, new highs. I don't have enough money for that unless there's insane momentum. But I'm trying to just capture my little bit. That's all I'm trying to do. $15-minute chart. Oh, 56, 64. Oh, this. Okay. So, it rebreaks there. This is... Now, am I confident of this? I don't know. I was more confident of this one here, just because continuation down. This could have a fit, come up here. I know it's the hourly wick is looking good, but like I said, this could just simply be a trap where we come down here, can close right around in here, and then proceed like we originally thought. So it doesn't necessarily mean what we need it to.
From the road ahead, you are fire. In my weakest heartbeat, you are life. In the valley of death, I won't quit. When the storm surrounds me, I won't fall. When the night won't end, you are power. In the middle of it, you
so there's that sweep. Concerned. Now again, we could have in there sweep. But again, this was crazy because this is serving as a parent candle on the 5-minute. So this could be a range of sweep, come down here, sweep this, which would coincide with another idea of structure. With here. So see, sweeps, close it in. Now we're looking at this low at 42.50. So 42.50. That's what I'm thinking, like right here. This was the rebreak candle. So that's what's tough, because now we would be down 5 points. So then it's like, yeah, see. And there, yeah. So now if it can swipe this, it'd be stall here and then aggressively go back up. Yeah, here's that. So like I said, wasn't confident because we're coming into the close of the 1 hour. This long wick came, but you needed a closure above it. You didn't get it. So now we hit this. This must hold. This area, ES likes to come really close, and we're like just like a point away. 2 points. And yeah, so would have been a fun little loss. Learn how to smile through the weight of my flaws. Told everybody I was walking in faith, but half of my prayers never made it past walls. I know the language, I know the lines, know how to preach it and hide what's mine. Know how to lift up holy hands while wrestling envy behind closed blinds. Could just be a ranged day. Oh yeah, see? Same thing's going on here. You just, EMAs are flat. No intentionality. You have this structure here. If this cannot break on the NQ, MNQ cannot break up here with a close, then you're probably looking to come down or sideways action. That's what I would say. This here. Now that would have stopped you out. Now let's see what happens, because now it's swept. Why? Because it swept this parent candle here. And now it's swept. Now again, what do you need? A convincing body close below this. So this trade would have put you up in profit. If you would have got in, you would have 49.50. You're up like 3 points. You know, so it's difficult. Not difficult, but continuation. If there's no continuation, which is what this model is based off, then you're, how are you doing now? If you, but I don't like that we're messing with the hourly.
Your mercy moves faster than my fear. You don't break when I come undone.
Now, if this doesn't do anything, so what could be forming is a higher time frame wedge or whatever you want to call it. So you have here, 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 right? Well, then watch. Here, here. So what happens if you can't break it, but you come down here?
You do every version of me. The loud one, the proud one, the one who says I'm good when I'm barely holding up. You loved me before I was platformed, before I was polished, before I was called, before I was honest. This ain't emotional hype. This is covenant love, not butterflies, bloodline, not momentary. Mercy that outruns my mistakes. If I fall, you remain. If I doubt, you sustain. If I wander, you wait. I can't shake that kind of grace.
So now, this is what we posted. This goes to here. So now we're in this leg here. Now again, it can do this all the way up until 4 hour close. I mean, it's So we are ranging, which again, so that's the idea. But then you look at, so this would have been a loss for sure. This was a victory. This is the zone that we're saying, okay, it can have some oomph to it. Remember, these are inside lows. This is an inside low. We're in this leg right now. So if this leg, again, we wanted to continue here, but if this leg just needed to come up here again, which this could be an idea. Because if this was the zone, right?
I've sat at tables I didn't belong in.
Here. There's your 50, boom, there's that, boom. Now we need to close beyond here.
You came close. The spirit whispers.
So you need a...
I am your friend, I am with you, I am for you.
Yeah, I wanted to close to continue up here, but this right here now, here's your confirmation candle. We're going to need a retest candle.
Washing over the broken, the guilty, the shame, not by merit, not by works, not by trying hard.
So we could not be getting our original flush. That's funny.
Every failure, every stumble, every tear I've known was a place for your river to make.
Man, would you look at that? So on the hourly, if this is what the hourly looks like the last 10 hours, here it comes up here. This could have been the zone area, which is this. 5 minutes shows closure. Again, we thought we would have a major flush there, but we didn't. We have a backup. So now, geez Louise. Obviously, we still got more time. So now, hard part is, is it going to flush and just flush through the floor? We're going to get a retest. Now, because this right here was a double bottom, boom, boom, you hit here. I think one of the things is this candle closure, it goes up and swipes. You're expecting. Again, even this could have been here. That'd have been a massive one, though.
Gifts flow freely, wisdom, faith, healing hands, prophecy, miracles, all by your command. Every moment of obedience, every act of love is evidence of power that comes from trying, not by striving, not by what I do, but by the Spirit alive inside me, living through. He calls me friend, he calls me son, he moves in power, and the kingdom comes.
So if you look at getting bombarded, baby. You're getting bombarded. 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 Now, question is confirmation candle. Do we get a retest? Retest of what, they say? Well, again, that could have been the candle right there.
The spirit cannot be bought, cannot be earned, cannot be bribed or bargained, cannot be turned. It flows where hearts surrender, where love obeys, where communion is daily, not just for praise. Jesus lived in dependence, full of spirit, full of prayer. And I follow the same every moment, everywhere. Every weakness, every cry, every I can. Is where his power meets me, lifts you. Rivers flow, rivers flow, rivers flow, rivers flow.
Boy, I'm tired. With my soul. See, the EMAs are flat here. Boy, oh boy. Okay. So here was the area, right? So if you really wanted to break, I mean, you could do this for, people call it fair value gap. I mean, sure. And then you would take it up here and then down again, but the same thing, confirmation, retest, rebreak. It's just, you take it into retest. Shoes on my feet that walk miles through the storm. Bruises that burn now are badges of grace. Every close game was a training ground. They said slow down, but I kept my pace. Every night yet built another layer of faith. I'm still hungry, but I'm not who I was before. I'm living what I prayed for. Now remember what I said before. With that wedge pattern. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Could come back down if it wants to, or it could just be like, I'm chilling up here. Could. Oh, there's that. What I pray for. About 4.5 points here. Now, is this going to wick what it's been doing here and then just get that? Because it wicked here. So, do we believe continuation, or is this the wedge? See, there's that sweep again. Now it's like, okay. So then here's like the thing with like, how much is a retest, and then it rebroke, right? So this went up, rebroke the low that we wanted to go back down, and then now close to stopping it out. So are we in a continuation, or are we in the range model? What's the parent model? You look on the hourly chart, well, this is the parent. This is the one where, so far, all price actions inside was the 7 a.m. candle. So the 7 a.m. candle, and then we have 8, 9, and we're in the 10 right now, we could be wedging. See that grow? And now I'm expecting run this stop in the high, and then we're going up here. If it does hold, then yeah, we might get a 1.25. But this right now, if this sweeps it, I'm expecting top of the candle 64.42. To invite the wick action. Yeah. There you go. So wicked out. There's the wick. Now, is it going to do the full retrace that we've been talking about? Like it might be showing the wick. Used to write it on the mirror, talking to the fog and the fear. Along with 5, I still burning, still I move, I still learning. So not every confirmation, retest, rebreak now is important. So now, if we're not playing the range and you're playing momentum, or you're going to play outside, a couple of areas is you're still right here. See the 15-minute though? This is the valid low in the 15-minute. And that was that wedge pattern. Right up to here. This could be shaping. Yeah. So we broke again, got another, 2 points if you wanted the 2-point victory. So I'm fairly good at catching 2 points. Sorry, 1.5. So at least 1 point. But then, yeah, you're losing. So this would have been two losers if you're taking every little thing. So this was a double bottom. Remember that. But look at the EMA. Look at the EMA. It's not going anywhere. So this could be ranging back and forth. Pop up, pop down, rest of the day. And then if you look at same thing. Now the MNQ, I will say, looks weaker. Comes up here, comes up higher than the ES did. Or look, comes up higher into it, but this, you see what I'm saying? It looks weaker. Maybe that's because we are, I don't know. Look at this. This has got all this liquidity. So the question is it going to trap it? Is it going to, like, who's trapped right now? Obviously right now, shorts are trapped. But do shorts come in the market because it's higher time frame on the hourly, or do we continue to go up back into last week's range, which is up here? A little messy. So the continuation models ain't working, but the sweeps look great.
Every step I took felt like it could break me, but your hand never let go. I try to leave them, try to stand tall. Every voice in my head told me I'd fall. I carry the weight of 1,000 mistakes, every loss, every tear, every heartache it takes. I wrestle the night, I wrestle my pride. I've been tested, pressed from the inside, but through the smoke, through the fire and pain, I felt your presence, unbroken chain. I gave my all, but it felt in vain. Every step forward, every ounce of strain, I screamed to heaven, I shouted your name.
Hey, you know, it'd be hilarious. This to go to Target. And why would it do that? Well, you see how this hourly is still the parent candle? We're still bearish. We're bearish still on the hourly. This form. So this can be the range and just sit here to accumulate to go down forward. It could pop up everything else. Yeah. Good. Come down here. Come down here. If it can't. Otherwise, this is going right back up. But see, it's interesting, right? Because if we are in a range of parent candle, That extra 5-minute candle was just like, here you go, have fun. Have fun. But look.
I know you're the strength in
my hand.
In the end, I fall, but
I still stand. Highest.
Through
everything again. The strength. Never step where I can't. Because this was up on this candle. So you could have been like, okay, cool, comes down, and then, at least give us something to almost sweep to then go up. This didn't do that. It just like went up to some whatever in here. And then you figure out, yeah, whatever. But for me, it's inside this candle. There's no gap. It didn't accomplish anything. There's your one candle too early. So we were in here. So you could do here your tight stop, or your tight stop ideally would have been here. You could do that. But then at the same time, if you do that, that means it's coming down low.
I try to fill it with applause and attention. Try to numb it with a little ambition. Every win felt good for a minute. But the silence came back different. I've been chasing shadows in the
No, bro. No, bro. Not even a little bit. And I live like this. You fall when I fall, you won't let me feel into your dark. When I break, you hold. When I lose control, you let me go apart. All like that, yeah, roll me back. Roll me back. Your name. See now we're wicked. But if you look at like what must happen if you wanted to wait and you're wicked, like what is going on? See, but there's no bottom wick here either. But look, this rebroke. So if you like trade still valid on that one, right? So if you like trade is still valid. That would be the new target if you're still bearish. So, but again, you're inside this parent candle. You could be ranged. No wick here, could be a bit like you got inside now. So ideally, yeah, we're coming down here to 23. That, but. You won't let me drown inside my doubt. When I shake, you stand. When I lose my name, you won't let call me out. Got my heart like that. You want me back. Run your name. Even when I fall flat, you don't give up, don't let me go. I feel you in my soul, you got it back for me. That needs you desperately. See, it broke it now 3 times, but here's what I'm saying. Okay, so you're thinking the wedge forms, reacting to what price is doing, it re-breaks this. So do I get in because it re-broke it for the 3rd time? Confirmation candle comes up here, closes back below. So is this now the retest? it would be even smaller. That. But there's no direction, no continuation. This can come right back up, pop, because there's no direction. Now the hourly. Yeah. Yeah. What I don't like is that it hasn't gone. This very well could just dump. It is looking heavy. The structure on this, yes. Now that first retest, yeah, that sucked. Took a loss, but then if you re-engaged here and it comes, then if it does hit, you're looking at regaining everything. It's bigger unless if it's one contract, unless it's each trade is the same size. $64.25. So now you're officially 2 points. So here's the thing. Does it close below the trigger? 64.27. I needed to close below 64.27 in 37 seconds. Why? Really, the trigger is down here for continuation. If that breaks, then I would expect this low to go. Really. Remember when this was green? Remember when that was green? And you're like, oh, okay, here, look, like the little range parent candle. Here's your parent candle. Boom, there's a strong candle, strong immediate bullish. Afterwards, it breaks it. So drop it like it's hot. Down, 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 down. You wake me out of the first one. Got what I wanted on the second one. So there's that. If you play in the range system, there it is. Now, if every trade was the same, you just made back that previous loss. So you'd be like, +1. Send me everything back, swing back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would be break even right about now. Well, no, if you do a 1.25, you'd be positive right now. So 2.2, you're 2.2 on the day, going 1.25, first one, the second one, then you're at 0.25 R. Assuming every trade is the same dollar risk amount, you're 0.25 R on the day. Then you have the second loss, which did the rebreak, then the same one that came here. Now, this trade, if you're doing it to which one, according to the range inside that parent candle or to the actual rebreak. So that first trade, we thought that was the first one. Then another green candle came, and then you had a closure. And so, are you playing to this one or this one? So this is looking like it's going to hit. I would go break even now here with this one. So now you guaranteed lock up. This is down to 16. From here, from 27, it's 7 points, right? 7 points. So our stop was too tight. We just got messed up at the candle, an extra candle, like it wasn't high momentum. And so we could have done that. But at the same time, if we put our stop here, put it here, the candle structurally was right here. But that came right back in. And then your entry would have been here. You could have brought it down. Like, oh my God, with this closure here, you could have lowered your stop here and then boom, and managed it. And now this trade, come on. Come on. Now this is ES. Now, interesting because the MNQ never had authorization. Well, it did here. Retest here. So if you did that one, yeah, and that was the other one. But then look here, retest here. Now this is where this is messed up. If you try to do that, why? Because it came back down, strong close, retest, breaking down. Again, you could have made your entry here, but again, I'm just saying that the safer entry I've been trying to go for is right here. And you would have hit TP. And now the same thing rotates. Same thing rotates. Confirmation candle here. Did not break it. But what did it do? It came here. This is the candle inside structure. We knew it was coming down, but now it closed below here. So this is where it is. So this is the retest. So you would have, because that closed inside here, this. Even if it doesn't get to the low, because you're not trying to do it, you're right here, the second low. Like you're freaking there. So you're gonna really like lose the whole thing. No, put some stuff in profit right there. What are we doing? 10 points profit, something. So I think ES is stolen, MNQ is stolen. So that little thing at the earlier stream, is this gonna come back up now? Did I think it was going to bounce much? If this doesn't break, well, I guess we're going. Right up here. If we don't break here, we're coming back down here. Because it's now this formed a zone on the inside of the range. Yeah, inside the parent candle. Where are we going? Back up. Look at the strength of the candle. That's why you take something. Because if we are ranging, and we're staying inside the 7 candle, we're all playing a break of these lows. And if everybody is shorting, somebody's buying that. So continuation is still possible, but if we're either continuing or ranging, There's a pullback, but if the market's only ever doing continuation, pullback, or ranging, it's not continuing. We're still here. It's ranging, pulling back. There's no. This is a range pullback mode. So I'm trying to identify the three things the market ever does is continuation, extension, continuation, whatever. Continuation, pullbacks, or ranging. Well, we're ranging and pulling back. So that means the pullbacks are scalps. They're not breaking lows and breaking highs and doing all those things. With this inside, if you played it inside or you played the bigger one, yes, then you're still here. But you were, flip. 27. You were down. You were up 9 points, 8 points. Dude, and if you're just like, okay, no matter what, I'm going to go for 5 every time. Come on. Yep. Now, I only took one of these trades. Well, not these ones. I had to go, but I mapped them. I took these ones over here. I played the long idea, totally breaking the rules. Yeah, it was stupid. I didn't even... It was more of a guesstimation for that. And I paid the price, lost like 50, 60 bucks. I'm just trading one MES. I'm taking a small account and building it up. Trying to. Been trying to play prop firms. I can pass challenges. I can get to payout status. I find a way to blow it all the time. I'm like, okay, so I'm not doing the same thing every day here. So what do I need to do? And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back down and take it a small account. It's obviously here. Then I took the sell here, thinking, okay, that was strong momentum, played into it, kind of momentum play. It wasn't these rules, but got into it, was down 15, and then I am like +8 here. So I was like, okay, cool. But then I saw this, and I'm like, oh, yeah, like this was a solid trade right here. They're kind of all getting blurred into each other now. And, this one was up 3 points. Yeah, it was up 3 points. So it's like, super quick. It was bouncing around, ultimately closed. Don't want to see that? No. But then once that happened, you're like, okay, then you got to understand you're playing this. And so that's where that's not very fun. So we take that out. So then we played this one here, or we're looking at this one. But I didn't like that it was inside. Like it did, there's so many I didn't like, and then it closed inside, and then this thing happened, and then the same idea happened. But if this original one was played to the structure candle, not just the retest, but that's what I'm working on, like confirmation retest. Like when do you go off of the confirmation? The ORB folks go off of this candle, maybe kind of. I don't know what they do. Yeah. But this is the 4 steps. then that was a winner or loser. So I went, this would have been a winner, loser, loser. If you're holding on for the 1.2, let's say we are. Winner, loser, but I'm still up 0.25, lose again. So now I'm down 1 R because 1.25 R's on all of these. Then 1.25, so then I'm down 1, but then I make back 1.25. So I'm up 0.25 R. So nearly break even, whatever. So if we get one more day, and you know what, we could have been done with the first one. Don't know. I don't know. Where's NASDAQ going? See the parent candle concept? Look, same thing. This range that we are in, here's a candle. See the wick? We're going to go up here. It's going to close above that. Or we can do another foolishness. But see, parent candle, close. Parent candles are getting closed below. Well, let's listen to this one. This is dope. This is dope. Watch.
This is not defense.
This process works on here. Closure below, parent candle, closure below, range idea. I'm thinking parent candle, range idea. How do you play the range? But still play the same way, or apply the same way to continuation model. Because if I'm trying to switch up, I'm gonna become. So if I look for the same thing all the time, no matter where I am, because it does the same stupid thing, that should be good, right? Well, when this candle did what it did, yes, we lost the trade. Next candle immediately closed. That's what we're looking for. Then confirmation, because we wanted to go down anyway. That's confirmation, like, oh yeah, we got, just trading happens. Retest here, rebreak here, 1.5 target based upon the retest to the rebreak. Okay, you see? Well, parent candle, no closure. That's the wick. That's the chop. There's no continuation. We're in a range pullback environment. Range pullback. So if the market only ever does unshakable. Now I'm untouchable. That's crystal clear. Look at that parent candle. Look what we have. Parent candle sweeps the bottom, sweeps the top. What are we looking for? This candle's fighting. What do we have? What are we in right now? We're in obviously that candle. We're also in inside this area zone. It always does the same thing. We're having a bounce from inside that zone that just delivered a 1-to-1 for all you lower time timers. That just delivered a 1-to-1. For what? Because it accomplished something. It broke the high. It broke the high. So now what? Well, now, do we get a sweep to this box and a closure? Remember, you're still inside this 5-minute candle. You haven't gone anywhere. Now this. Now remember, you're still in that larger trade idea. For those that held it, says, "Oh, I'm going to believe for new lows." Well, this has got to be hit though. This 5-minute candle just got a closure, so ideally, I'm looking now for at least the bottom of that 20. If I'm looking for continuation to happen, right? Because we're ranging, pulling back. But if I'm looking for continuation to start to kick in and intention in the marketplace come to deliver on the 1-to-1, or not 1-to-1, but to deliver on the model going down, look on the hourly chart to the 15, we're going down. And we can get a bounce. But if this bounce fails and we come around here, then we could come around a protected high. Otherwise, we're still inside this ranging candle. Or this 1-hour candle. It's it. It's only ever doing 3 things. So why did it take me recording this on YouTube to figure that out? 2 losses. Will you be up 0.25 right now? But you haven't accomplished anything. It hasn't done anything. Look at this chart. So what do you mean Q doing? Look. Look at, what is that? Closure below. Yes. If you're looking, it needs to re-break down. But look at this. You have a closure below. So you could actually come here. Now, if continuation comes in, then yes, continuation will pop that sucker right back up. If we're continuing, what? Continuing from last night. Look at the market. This is last night. It's gone up. If we're going to continue, okay, depending on where the last body closes, no closure there. Okay? So this is like the last significant zone, but this was the area. I think it's actually here. But you look at where's the last area. Let's do this. You're hitting the 30, you haven't hit the 50 yet. But you can still bounce, and we still have this low down here, which is what I'm thinking, we still got some lows to do. They really want to hold this, but they can do what they did last week. Up that sucker, bounce it for 2-3 days, drop that sucker. Do whatever they want. But look. If this area is holding, this on the MNQ, this closed above. This now forms a zone. This what are we saying? So now, what are we saying? Well, you can do a couple things. If this is the area, now what we're saying, if this is going to continue, you think, okay, this isn't dropping like we want. Okay, and you were up significant here. You'd be out for break even, whatever you want. But now, you get in right here. You can go up to here. Obviously, that would be the safer one, especially now. You can go here at the top of the zone. Again, if you want to put it here, but this would be if we're ranging pulling back. You're less allowed. But look at the hourly on the NASDAQ. Look. It already came down. ES has not done that. So is ES leading? Is ES trailing? I don't know. I don't know any of that crap. But here it is again. This just hit again. Remember that little sweep? The sweep? Where's it going? If it closes inside, yes, it still can continue, but we haven't had continuation yet. We've only had pullback and range. So it just swept. What is it going? Is it going to do it this candle? Is it going to close, continue down? 1 hour is bearish. So we're still bearish bias. I don't change bearish until we start getting above and closure above here. We're still bearish, but inside I can take long scalps. But this candle right here, it swept it. It's bouncing in. So now is it going to lower lows, like seconds time frame area here, but is it going to pop right back up here? This parent candle, it's still in that parent candle. It's still in the parent candle. Oh, horrible. Now it swept. But we need a confirmation candle. Right now, this delivered twice. You needed to break above here. To continue up, I would say you need to break above here. Otherwise, you're still ranging and pulling back. Straight up. Okay, that closed inside. Now this is 5 minutes. I'm not going to hold this, anchor this. This is 5 minutes. But look where it closed. Inside. It's completely indecisive right now. We're looking for a confirmation candle at this point. This did not do it. Ideally, this is coming down here. So NASDAQ probably is going down too. Yep. Look, it came out again. The safer bet is going to be up here when it starts breaking that line. That high, because you are inside a parent candle right now. But look at the wedge forming on this lower time frame. So where does this go if this breaks? Here would be one, here would be one, here would be one. If we can break this one, I would say it goes up to here. Why did this fail? Could not rebreak the high. How do we know that? Here, boom, strong close. Retest, boom, back up. 1.25 delivered. Here's the candle here. Closure there. Right? Yeah, that's a little tricky, I ain't gonna lie. But here, we're still in the trade. What we're noticing though is this candle closed above that one. That's why this one's like, this is looking like it's gonna pop up. But here, close, boom. Okay, where's the parent candle here? Bearish. But see, it didn't even cross this line. Didn't even cross it. So this is still likely going up. That looks like it has energy to pop. ES is just lagging. Oh. What do you need? Remember, ES did not close here. M and Q did. Which is why it feels like it's going to pop. This did not. So, if you're looking for confluence or whatever between two assets, these ain't aligned. You want a confirmation here. In addition to the confirmation here, this is going up. Now, NQ can get whippy real quick, so of course you can just boop, 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 boop. But remember, we still haven't broken that. Huh. Now, look. Same concept. Look. Parent candle. Helps to highlight the parent candle. Because we're ranging. Wicked. Look what happened. This wicked. No close. Where did it go? First high. Where's it at? Back inside. If you get a closure, because I'm honestly a 5-minute candle, but you can potentially get a closure here, up here, and have another 4-step process. Right now, there is a process. There's something to be said about what's going on. Confirmation shows intention. You want intention. You want to see intention in a marketplace to go where you're going, or where they're going. Not you. You can't do anything. But you want intention from them. Here's where I'm going. Hop on. This is where I'm going, they say. I'm going here. I've got enough. Hop on. That's the goal. But look. Swiped it now. What do we need? Well, this is the low, so you want a confirmation here. Here as well. If it closes inside of this, it didn't. Look at there. There's your confirmation. Okay, now remember what it just did here. Very, very small retest here. I would love it to come up a little bit more to up to here, that line, personally. But the rebreak has already happened. So, depends when you're getting in. Remember that original hitting a TP for show. Remember how the divergence between, or whatever, the difference between S&P and the NASDAQ? So this came out the second time, right? So same concept. It's still inside a parent candle. NASDAQ needs to close below on this candle. Otherwise, it's still just ranging. But it could wick and then close again. I'm just saying. Now, it's something like this. We still don't have closure below that. But here's again. Look at where we are. still in the 7th hour. At the end of another hour, so what's going to happen? Are we going to have an hourly close right near here? The next candle open, 5-minute close, 15-minute close down here. Pop back up to then, or is this going to hold? Look, because now it's swept again. If it closes inside or closes green, and we're coming into an hourly close with an hourly open. So again, if this closes in here and the next hour just flushes through the floor, through here, I mean, it could just flush for sure. But
this is for the days I almost quit, for the nights I clenched my fists.
NASDAQ probably swept it again. The NASDAQ hasn't turned yet. Now again, ranging environment, pullback environment, you can have these pullbacks and they look like reversals and the rebreaks. And that's what I'm finding, like, man, these obviously, no, 2 of our losses were the early rebreaks. Thinking, but again, the rebreak is into continuation. So if you're in continuation, it makes sense. But if the market's not continuing and it's ranging, your continuation is a reversal. So then the wick now becomes almost like, oh, pay attention. The confirmation after the wicking happens, that's confirmation candle, retest, then you 1.25. Same entry model for continuation. Now it's just in a range. See the wick? Yes, sure. Still hasn't closed below that 5-minute parent candle, which is inside the 1 hour parent candle. Now, anytime it's going to, sure, absolutely, or back up. Anytime. But look, come on. Then what happens? Where is it going? Potentially here. If this failed, I'm looking at that high, 24.50 on the ES. Now, what does NASDAQ do? Well, NASDAQ could already be down. No clue. Yeah. Chat. See how there's no bottom wick, though? But look at the hourly. What is this? Pullback range. What do we want? If this is going to be a freaking wedge to come back up here, I want a body closure. Come on now. See? And you were, bro, you were less than a point. You were 3 ticks away. I mean, that sucks. Okay, go right back down. But if you're like, no, I'm gonna hold a 1.25 R. I don't know if it's going. I don't know. Don't know. I don't control the market. Change me, love me enough to confront me, holy enough to sustain me. When I build my name too high, you tear idols down in me. Not to break me, but to free me from who I pretend to be. When I lose my grip on truth and start living for the crowd, you whisper through the chaos and pull my heart back down. Even when I try to run, you Oh, look at the wick again. What do you need now? Body closure. Body closure. Wicked it. Body closure. That's what we're not getting. But now, feeling pretty good. Again, you're still in this original idea to go down that hasn't hit these lows. That maybe, yes, it's going to do it. Where you had one opportunity, two opportunities for this sucker to reverse. Here's your break even. Hit the break even. Now it's going. Now it's going. But what did you not get? Body closure. Not yet. Not yet. Now, can it still pop? Yeah. But chances are the sucker's going down. So even though. This is where the high, this one, way better. Way better to do that. But you never got triggered in. So that's a good thing. Drop it to the flow, drop it to the flow, drop it to the flow. Drop it. I remain.
Step in, whole room, double taste. Small grin like I plan this place. Loose shirt, but the fit still clean. Whole world feeling like my scene. One drink, I'm already bored. 2 steps and I'm in that mode. Who says anything's too much?
Body closure. TP on the original dude. Look. Bro, now do I want to sit in that? No. But this produced so many entries right here, to then go, and you could have, and you were seeing the pop, we're still there, in the hourly parent candle range. Look at where this opened up. This can go right back up to here, right up to here. But this idea, now the inside one was already hit. And depending on how people do it, yeah, absolutely. This design's done. Never kind of feeling. Hands up like I caught the sun. But remember, for it to go back up, I need a body closure. Where? This one. Gotta get a body closure there.
Woke up in a war I didn't choose. Heart pounding like it's so bad news. Questions on the ceiling shouting loud. But your whisper cuts right through the doubt. I've run from the fire and called it safe. In my heart it'll holy fate. But you keep on calling through my shame. Child, I already broke that grave. You break these chains. You tear me wide open. You lift me.
Really? 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 You crack face.
I'm walking out. My yesterday is broken. I'll fight again. My future in your hands. I'm not the same. Jesus, you made my victory. Cracks in the ceiling above my bed.
Cracks in the ceilings above my bed. Looking like a one I don't know what I need. Looking at a thing I don't know what I please. Yeah, back with your back to the wall.
Alarm at 4, floor, cold on my feet. Steps on the fridge, the pills underneath. Push on concrete, sweat in my eyes. Every rip free, leave the old me behind. Lost that voice when I came in late. Kids like you gonna escape this place. I bit my tongue, let the anger pass. Turn all that venom into fuel that lasts. I started in the dark with my back to the wall. Heart full of doubt, still I answered the call. Step after step through the fire and rain. Disappointing faith in the middle of the pain. Now I'm standing on the edge of a sky-high dream.
On the edge of a sky-high dream. I don't know how they get that high. You could do like this, and I don't believe you are three. Now, structure candle, rebreak candle, right? No break yet. Could hold on here. Absolutely. Don't know if it's going to break. Could turn too, right here. Is there room below? Yeah, on the 15 is room below.
I've been running from shadows, my own silhouette, carrying shame like a suitcase. I can't forget, I spit prayers in the dark, hoping someone's awake. But half my faith felt fake, half my courage a mistake. I've been shouting at walls that never reply, trading my peace just to prove I can try. I see your glory.
Oh, there's that. Okay.
While you whisper, I'm here. Every failure will wait, every victory is gone. I'm trying to reach heaven while dragging the bar. I've been tested, blessed all the lies I confess, but you stay steady, never once left. Your promise can't hide from your flame. Every fear I've carried, you call by name. I stumble, I fall, I bleed on the stage, but your mercy is louder than all of my rage. Unstoppable grace, it runs through me, even when I'm broken, even when I bleed. Chains fall away, storms by the sound. I'm alive in your power. I won't hit the ground. Unstoppable grace, yeah, it burns in my veins. Pulls me from the ashes, lifts me through the pain. I spit my confession, you turn it to fire. Every doubt I had just fuels my desire. I've walked deserts, I walk valleys of doubt. Try to measure my worth, but you keep breaking out. I wrestle my pride, wrestle voices in my head, preach courage to crowds. While I was barely fed, I yelled at the sky, called out, where are you? Felt every tear burn like acid in my shoes. I carried the weight of every soul that I lead, but you've been the whisper inside my need. I spit runs like bullets, each one a confession, each bar a reminder of your constant protection. I've been trapped in my mind, it looks I replay, but your grace is the beat that won't let me stay. I promise, can't hide from your flame. Every fear I've carried, you call by name. I stumble, I fall, I bleed on the stage, but your mercy is louder than all of my rage.
Oh, a little late.
Yeah, it runs through me, even when I'm broken, even when I bleed. Chains fall away, storms by the sound. I'm alive in your power. I won't hit the ground. Unstoppable
Should have came in here. Got in here. That was stupid. But I think I did my math wrong. Yes, I did. So if I use this as confirmation candle, retest, rebreak, little small scalp, that's like 3-4 points.
Every lie I believe, every fear I design, but you tore through the walls, cut through the chains, turn my losses to lessons, my failures to gains. I walk in the dark, carry voices I hate, prayed while the clock ticked, tempted my fate, but your grace never quits, your mercy won't bend. I rise in your power, my
Bruh.
chains beat the wind. Unstoppable grace, yeah, it runs through me, even when I'm broken, even when I bleed. Chains fall away.
No W's. Should have gone to Berkeley when I saw about busy, and I got no reason for my entry. But I didn't want to miss out, and I didn't want to go negative from a late start. Okay. Oh. Uh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. frustrated calling those out, taking a trade, rushing it, and then getting so emotional, I close it out early. And then see it go, and I'm looking at it like, oh man, I want to get like 2 more points just to hit some point number. But through this whole thing, we were up 0.25, break even. I trade, brought us up again. So I'm frustrated because I felt like I knew where it was going and I didn't hold it. I let my emotions run. So, but that's why we're streaming to get better at that. So yeah, it sucks. But it was a W. Yay, it's a W. But no, I was looking at this too. Didn't realize that this was here. Okay, forget. So closes there. Boom, boom. So I mean, I saw this happening. I was like, oh, look at the momentum. If it breaks, I should get into that. And then obviously I market ordered it. It came in down here, but I mean, so yeah, I mean, you kind of did. You kind of did. You kind of did. Based on what you're saying, that if you go down here, then yeah, then it's like, oh, okay. But didn't get as clear as I got, but I got down here and it's alright. Now it's crazy because uh, Now here's where it's fascinating, right? So I'm obviously bummed to have closed out early, and I'm feeling those little 3 points. Truthfully told, from my own personal account, I'm trading one MES. So for me, $25 a day is like the goal on a couple $100 account. It's cool, right? For me. And it sucks because I would have hit that goal in that one trade if I just would have taken like distracted. I don't know what I was. I'm currently frustrated and I'm seeing continuation. Continuation. So, but look at the continuation model. Break, retest, boom. It's going one direction. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm looking at it. 30 more minutes until the 4 hour. So it's hard because when you go from range to then like, are we continuing? Like I'm kind of expecting a bounce, but then when you look at it, you're like, oh, okay, like, okay. So there's that, right? So in this area that we talked about, where now does this pop up with a big strong close? And that's what I'm kind of like waiting for. So it's constantly going. But like, look, it's just, this has got further to go. I was hoping for some sort of retrace, but I'm also looking at like, I don't know if we're going to get one. So I look to the one to try and just get something. Yeah, a little hard. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles in a row. Could you do one more and end it at 40 and the next give you the bottom wick for the 15? Because the 15 doesn't really have a wick. 15, the area, we're at the top of the area right now where I'm expecting a bounce, which is this. On the 5, it's this area where I'm expecting it to come down to here. But I also realize on the 15-minute chart, it's at the top of the zone. So then is this going to wick up? Because we have this imbalance here or area could go run to, so it's like that. Like that. That. So there's that parent candle idea. Comes in, breaks retest. I see longs here on the 1, sure, but again, everything is now sloping down. Continuation. We're waiting for a pullback up somewhere. Now, the 5, get the 15. Like I said, I'm not I'm frustrated by this because my day should have been done. I should have been right there, held on, like I've been calling them, and blew it. I didn't blow it. Took the small one, but That 40 marker I was telling you about. But think of it earlier. So maybe this one goes up here. Seeing buys though. I think get better with those bracket orders. I'm too emotional. Got to get my kid. Wanted to hit my daily target. Wasn't convinced. I'm not sure how I feel about this last 20 minutes. This should have been right there on the 5. Didn't need to go down to the 1, but you won, whatever. This one I feel like, I hit it. Cool. But confirmation retest. So the trade is still valid on the 5. I think that's where you took it, right? So 2.5 stop. Measure TP. I don't think it's closing me out where I think it is because I'm not making what it is. I really need to get better with the limit orders because it's not. Yeah, and that's true. Yeah, so I'm thinking here, I'm getting in here, and I get up there. I mean, that 475 to 675, it's almost 2 points, right? But it should have been here. That came close. That came close. But it should have been up here. But you know what we did? It's what we did. I'm not sure what that is. We did the confirmation candle, retest, rebreak. That alone we did what we called live. We had one fail, win. But it was that smaller win was attached to a bigger win. But again, it's the same risk. Then you'd be up 0.25. Then we had this one, that 0.25. Then you'd be up like 1.5 R. This, then you'd be up another 1.25 R. It's been bouncing the whole time. And what we're in is though we're trending down, we also know that, I keep doing that. We also know that we're in a pullback range. Now, why do I say that? Because obviously this was continuation, but there's only 3 phases of markets that I'm familiar with, and it's only ever pulling back, ranging, or continuation. When I look at today, yes, the higher time frame. Remember that hourly candle we kept talking about? Well, look, it's closing in 15 minutes, 13 minutes, and it's at the bottom. This arrow. So the question is, will it close above that arrow in 13 minutes? Will it close back inside? Because what was that? Same thing as all this stuff. Wick. Closes back inside. It could come all the way back up here. Maybe it stops up here and continues. I don't know. But that's the idea. Thank you to me. That's roughly about 2.5 hours of doing this. Gotta go pick up my kid again. So I gotta go. I loved it.